Welcome to Your Health. I'm your host, Rhonda Alfred, and joining us on this episode is Dr. Peomia Brown, pulmonologist, critical care, and sleep medicine specialist with Terrebonne General Health System. Today, we're going to learn more about her role and the vital services that she's going to provide to our community. Welcome to the show, Dr. Brown.
Thank you so much, Rhonda. I'm happy to be here.
All right, well, let's get started with you telling us a little bit more about yourself and your role at Terrebonne General.
Awesome. So I am a pulmonary critical care and sleep specialist. I am originally from South Carolina, and I came to Terrebonne General because, number one, so many people raved about the community. And so when I came here after finishing fellowship at LSU in pulmonary and critical care, I wanted to come and join this community because of its warmth, and I'm just happy to be able to provide the services of sleep medicine, pulmonary, and critical care here.
We're so glad to have you. And yes, you're never going to find a better place with food or people.
I hear that.
So let's talk about you a little bit more. Why did you first decide to get into medicine?
Well, I grew up in a community and in a family of educators. My mom, my aunts, my uncles, everyone, they're professors or teachers or principals. And aside from that, I felt that after my father got sick, he became ill, and we did spent a lot of time in the hospitals. I found that the care that he received was beneficial to our family, and I wanted to be able to provide that type of care to other people as nurses and doctors and all members of the healthcare field have provided for my family.
All right. And why did you decide to pursue a career in pulmonology, critical care, and then specialize in sleep medicine?
Well, that actually started in fellowship, or actually residency. I was terrified to be in the ICU, but my first actual rotation in the ICU was the most rewarding part of my time in medicine. The connections that I made with families, the ability to talk to families and help them understand the intensity of their medical history and medical care brought me so much joy and fulfillment. And pulmonary medicine, there's just such amazing pathology and that gratification that you can provide patients to see instant changes in both the ICU and in both pulmonary medicine. And as it pertains to sleep medicine specifically, sleep medicine is kind of an underknown or underrepresented field of medicine that people aren't really aware of its importance. And I wanted to be able to shed light to the community on what sleep medicine actually is. And I know you're probably going to ask me about sleep medicine.
That's my next question. Tell us more about it and how many people are affected by it.
Well, people are affected by sleep, and the numbers and the diagnoses that fall under the umbrella of sleep medicine is really kind of astonishing. Things that we all hear about sleep apnea. So when you're not able to breathe during sleep, that's one of the big things in sleep medicine that people know about. But there's so much more. Insomnia, not being able to fall asleep. Hypersomnia, sleeping way too much and not being able to enjoy your family and your life. Movement disorders in sleep, like restless legs. Dream reenactments. People think, oh, yeah, I've been dreaming about war and I ended up fighting my partners. Well, those are things that we can actually look at, diagnose, and help treat, because sleep affects all of our major organs, all of our daily functioning. And then when you don't have adequate sleep, when your oxygen to your brain and your other organs are not actually being delivered, it's detrimental.
Yeah. So how do you treat sleep disorders?
So depending on what the diagnosis is, we tailor therapy based on that. So what people would generally do, you see a sleep specialist, we talk about the history. We go into detail about, the timing of your sleep, the activities that happen around your sleep. And based on that, we do studies, which could include, number one, just as simple as a diary. Let's keep track of what you're doing when you're sleeping. Sleep studies, you can do them at home or you can do them in the lab, and that will be based on, after we evaluate you, what we would believe would be the best form of diagnosis. We do a sleep study where you literally sleep, we watch you sleep, and then we see what the numbers show. And then we come back and we say, hey, maybe it's medications. There are devices that we use to help give you oxygen and keep your airways open. There are different activities and habits that we change, and those are the ways that we treat sleep disorders.
Very interesting. So let's just change a little bit. What are you most excited about for your career at Terrebonne General?
I'm really excited about the people in the community. I have not experienced such warmth and sense of community since in medical training or even out in practice. The community is so welcoming. The people are genuinely so wonderful, and they appreciate the care that you provide. And this community is so rich in its own culture in itself, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Great. And are you accepting new patients in your clinic?
Absolutely. Please come and see us in our clinic. Your primary care doctors specifically, will send referrals, or cardiologists or whomever they deems that it's necessary to be evaluated. They will send referrals to our clinic, and we will happy to get you in quickly as possible.
All right. So you do need a physician referral?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and we're so glad to have you to our community.
Awesome. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Rhonda.
For more information about Dr. Peomia Brown or sleep medicine, visit tghealthsystem.com. I'm your host, Rhonda Alford. Thanks so much for joining us on To Your Health, and we'll see you right back here next week.